I remember, right? I'll tell you what.
Okay.
I remember the first girl maybe the first girl I was talking to. First girl I was talking to when I came in the UK, right? First girl. So I remember what happened was, it was awkward, bro. So like, this is how it went. I don't even know. I feel like maybe one day she might see this, I don't know. But basically what happened was, it's in high school, right? I remember I was talking to Saga. So at first, I don't know how it happened. I don't know how it started, but I remember one time it was in, like, I used to be in science, right? In science, you know what it is? This is the weirdest thing. So at the start of high school, I remember I liked this girl. I liked her, right? I seen her and I liked her, right? But I never spoke to her because I was like a shy kid and I never spoke to her, right? This is like a start of high school, so this is like year 7 or year 8 or some shit, I don't know. I liked her, right? And I was like, one day I'm probably gonna talk to this girl, something like that. I don't know, maybe something like that. I think I said that to myself. I don't remember, right? Yeah. Fast forward a couple years now, we end up being in the same class, like same science lessons or some shit, same science or some shit.
Planting seeds.
But this time, more time, I forgot about her. Like I completely forgot. I didn't really think about it too much. Like years passed, you really care anymore now. I was focused on all this shit, right? So time goes past, I forgot about her, right? I don't really care too much. It's more of a one-time see, oh yeah, I fuck with her, whatever, right? So then years passed. Now she's in my science. I walk into my science class now, and then she's in my lesson, and I'm like, didn't I like this? Didn't you like that girl? But wasn't I pre in her? So I was like, yeah, okay, cool. So these years later, so I'm like, okay, cool. I'm more fresh. I was more fresh at the time. Not like now, but I'm more fresh. I had my haircut better. But actually, you know, in your younger years, you do like a bummy. You don't even clean your nose and shit. You don't even take a shower properly. You don't brush your teeth sometimes when you come to school. I was bummy. But then I glued up a little bit. Year 10-ish. What the fuck? Just take a seat. What the fuck?
So move a little bit to the right. Alright, I'm a new. Yeah, go on.
Motherfucking Kanye West came in and shit. So then later on, so we go in the same class right now, boom, right? So we're in the same class, and then this is when this is what happened. So boom, she was in the same class right now, right? And then I was thinking of ways. Okay, how am I gonna raise this girl? Or how am I gonna make this girl fuck with me? I think some ways. So I wasn't the type of guy to apply pressure. Like, right, I wasn't gonna go to and be like, oh, I fuck with you. I wasn't that type of guy. So I was like, okay, well, how am I gonna get this girl to psychologically fuck with me in a psychological way? I need to get in her head and make her see me, and then I kind of fuck with this guy. So I was like, boom, okay, cool. So I need to figure out ways how to maneuver. So there's other guys in the class I think that liked her and shit like that. But I was like, how am I gonna play the game right to get her in my, you know what I'm saying? So for the best way, the most worst way, you have to be funny. So what would I do? I'd make her laugh and giggle. When you make her laugh and giggle,
you can make the good shot and jiggle, nigga.
Alright, so boom. So I'll make her laugh and shit, right? But I'll put it in a way where it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'll play fight, but I'll kind of make it like a joke, and I'll kind of like make it, because there's a corner, right? And she was in the corner with her friend. So I kind of like talk with guys in her corner. Let's say one of my friends was right next to her, which he plugged it. So he was in the corner, right? So I would make jokes with him, but then she would hear it and then she'd be laughing, and then he was cool with her. So it's kind of like a thing where it was like, you know what I'm saying? So I would make jokes with him.
She's pretty new that you're the funny guy. You're like,
yeah, type shit. So I'd be joking with him, and then she'd be hearing it and she'd be like, oh my god, type shit, you know what I'm saying? No, stop! Then eventually, I think further like down the line, right? I think, okay, then the seating plan changed. You know how randomly out of nowhere, randomly out of nowhere, the teacher will come in and be like, oh, change the seating plan. So fuck. So it's like, damn, what the fuck? Who's the seating plan gonna be, right? To my luck, she was right in front of me. So what happened was, there was like seats allocated everywhere. So someone sat next to me. I don't remember who it was. I actually don't remember who the fuck it was. I was on the focus on nigga. I was trying to get this. You know what I'm saying? So he was there, and then she was in front of me, just a little bit in front of me with some other guy. So I was like, alright, cool. But the thing was, her friend was behind me. So if she wanted to talk to her friend, she would have to look past me to talk to her. So I was like, you get me? And then the guy that sat next to her, I think I knew him. I knew him as well. So I had to also play that game again, where I kind of talk to him, but then kind of indirectly talk with her, and then kind of like make her join in the conversation. But I was never really targeting her in a way that would make her feel like, oh, this guy fucks with me. You get what I'm saying? So one time I had to prove myself as a man, and like I remember the guy that liked her in the class or whatever. So I was like, boom, there's one day, right? So they called us in. Like there was this test they were doing, I think a science test or some shit, and they were like, oh, and we have to do push-ups. So I was like, okay, cool. So then no one wanted to do it. You already know you're doing max push-ups. You already knew that. So hold on. So then we had to like, it's like a test or something, who can do the most push-ups or something. Like it's literally a test or some shit. So I remember it was this guy, me, no one wanted to do it, but I was like, I'll do it. And then some other guys like, I'll do it. Because obviously, I think he liked it. He liked it too.
Them ones there when trying to compete.
I think.
Are you dizzy? You want to say what? Yeah,
bro, I've been planning this shit for months. You think you're gonna beat me? You're mad. So boom. So I think he wanted to do it. Then it was 3 of us, right? 3 of us doing it now. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's do push-ups now. I got on the ground. I don't know, bro. I swear I couldn't do push-ups prior to this. I could not do push-ups like that prior to this. That day came, bro. I was banging out push-ups. I was banging out, bro. She was looking at me. Oh my god, you stop quitting. I was like, bitch, what, bitch? Bro, I was pushing that shit like it's nothing. I was getting tired because I think he was smoking. He did some smoking shit, like breathing like dying and shit. I was like, what? Shut up. But I was in that bitch pushing, pumping, and then push-ups and shit, right? So then I was like, yeah, like that was light shit. I go up after everyone was done. I was like, what? You man done? Alright, I sit down more, go up like that. I was like, yeah, whatever, yeah. So it's cool. So then later down the line, I kept on repeating that routine, make her laugh and shit. Eventually, I'll talk to her. I'll talk to her here and there, make her laugh and shit. So boom. Then time went past, innit? But I wasn't really like, I didn't like her as much. I was just kind of like seeing what I could do type shit, seeing if it would work. So then
testing your wrist.
Yeah. So time goes by now, right? You guys know her, innit? But I'm not gonna say her name. But you know her, right?
Yeah.
So this girl, he knew me. She was a year above me, but she knew she was like family friends or family type of shit. Then she was like, no, do you know what it was? So it's just what happened, right? I think I was after class. We were just walking around. I was walking around and shit, walking around. I can't remember exactly how it happened. But then she pulled me aside and she was like, oh, you and this girl will look good together, right? I was like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Like, you and this girl, she told me, you and this girl look good together. Like, you guys would be nice together. I think she talked to her. She pop up to her and shit. I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean I look good to her? I never talked to you about this girl ever before. I barely even talked to you like that. So how the fuck are you telling me this? But we're cool though, innit? She's like, oh, you guys would look good together. I was like, what do you mean you look good together? So then as we're walking around, she was just telling me, yeah, I think she pop up to her. I'll ask for a snap. You guys look cute and shit. I was like, what the fuck do you mean? So as we're walking around, I was like, what the hell's going on here? And she never seen me talk to her. So how the fuck do you know like that? So as we're walking around school, I must have seen her. Then she was with her friends. And then she looked at me and she started laughing and then walked away. Like looked at me, laughed, like giggled and shit. Like shocked and giggled and then kept on walking. It's like, wait, did you tell her? I put 2 and 2 together and I realized that she told her to tell me
that you look good.
So then,
and this I mean by the wrist.
So I was in that motherfucker, right? So I was like, okay. But at that point, I was like, oh shit. Cause I didn't think about this part. I didn't think
but you went in too deep.
Yeah. I was fucked up.
Fuck up.
I messed up because I didn't think about this part because I actually didn't. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think about that part, so I wasn't like a dumb. I kind of fuck with her, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was like, so I was in too deep. I was like, fuck. It's like, you know what? Then I think I got a snap or some shit and I messaged her. This pissed me off. This is what pissed me off. This is what pissed me off. So boom, right? Fuck, I didn't have the confidence to talk to anyone. I didn't. So tell me why. I go home. I message this girl. I tell her. I don't remember what I told her. I think I told her like, how we saying or something like that. I think I said hi, or I popped up to her, I said hello, and she was like hello. And then, long story short, she was making it seem like I popped up to her for no reason. So she started acting like, oh, like what do you want? Like, why'd you message me? I was like, huh?
Hey, what are you talking about? Oh my days, why are you fucking up?
I was
why
about
are you
to
fucking up like this?
At that point, I was like, alright, say no more. Like, bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Delete, bro.
I was like, I was like, okay, don't act dumb. I know you told. And eventually, we started talking a little bit. I think we got cool and shit. So eventually, I guess you could say I liked her point. I think we could cool. But the thing about it here, I was like, I didn't really talk to girls like that. So it was weird raise. Like I had natural raise because what happened was, I would talk to her, and I did this weird routine with her. I don't know why I did this. Yeah, I would talk to her for one day. One day I'll talk to her like we'd have a good. One day we'd have a sick conversation.
Because I remember looking at this guy's like, was right here. Exactly, and like the way his face just, I can't tell you. Are you looking at me? 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 Are you looking at me?
I really don't know.
Yeah, I actually don't know, but yeah.
I do this weird routine with her, right? So one day I'll talk to her, like we have a sick conversation, we'll laugh or joke and shit like that. And then I would not talk to her for 3 days, and I'd always make sure it was 3 days at the same hour. I would message her back. It was weird.
Wow,
but it was weird. I don't
strategizer.
Well, no. But it wasn't on purpose. Like I felt like I just did it naturally because I didn't want to run out of shit to talk about. So I would just talk to her for one day. We'll have a sick conversation. La 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 la. Then I'll stop talking to her for 3 days. I'll make sure 1, 2, 3.
That counted as well.
And then I'll message her. And then an hour I'll message her. I'll be like, yeah, how you doing? This shit. Then we'll talk. And then she ended up complaining to one of my friends, saying that, oh, she misses me. We don't talk enough. I was like,
them ones there. Like, I hate that pressure on you. Like, I hate that pressure.
Like, damn.
Like,
and then boom. Then time went past, right? And then eventually it got to the end of the year. This is when it actually hurt. So boom, it got to the end of the year. Yeah. I think it got to the end of the year. I think we're going to college now. Or we're leaving high school. Or it's the end of high school. It was one of those times that it was like the year before the end of high school, right? So what happened was it was going to the end of the year, so we're gonna be off for like, you know, when you're off for like a couple of weeks or some shit before you go to the next year. So we're getting to that point now. And then she must have like been like, oh, I don't want to talk to you anymore, or some shit like that. Oh, it's not gonna work, or some shit. Her dad was too strict, etc., etc. Dad was too strict. All this, some shit like that. I was like, that's when it was like, damn. That's when it hurt. That's when it hurt. Like, I was like my first heartbreak. That's my first heartbreak. Yeah. I think that's my first heartbreak. I can say it's my first heartbreak, right? Dude, but this is where it hurt. This is where it fucking hurt. That's not the worst part. That's not the worst part. Fuck, that hurt. Oh, fuck. This is where it hurt. This is where it fucking hurt. So boom, right? I think this is definitely my first heartbreak. So then boom, I remember I talked to her cousin about it, and she's trying to help us out, but I was like, nah, she doesn't want to talk anymore. I was like, damn, that's when it hurt and shit. I was like, damn, it is what it is. I guess it's my first heartbreak or some shit. I mean, why the next week? Do you remember that nigga I was talking about in high school? That guy that was doing push-ups and smoking and shit, right? So I think a couple days after. No, hold on. I think a couple days after, right? A couple days after, I think she was there. Cause usually, let me give some context about this shit, right? It was a very weird relationship. It was one of those relationships where you talk to a girl. It wasn't a relationship, but it's one of those relationships where you talk on the phone. But when you see each other in person, you walk right past each other, and then you'd be like, oh, I'd be like, I'll be a for it. I'll be like, oh yeah, I seen this today. I was gonna talk to you and that, but you know them ones there. You see them, but you walk right past them like you didn't see them, or you just glimpse at them, and then type shit. It was one of those relationships. I swear, I only talked to her in person. Like after that point, I only talked to her in person about 4 or 5 times. And one of the main reasons was I didn't like her friends because her friends were like loud, you know them ones there. They were loud, very loud, bro. And I didn't like her friends, and they were like very weird. I didn't feel like I didn't feel like walking up to her in front of her friends, and especially her friends had problems with my friends. And we all kind of had like a little beef thing. It was actually fun. High school was fun, but you had a kind of beef thing anyway. But that's the context there, so we didn't really talk that much, right? So then, so a week after we stopped talking, right? This is a long fucking story. But a week after we stopped talking, I must have been outside of school chilling with my boys and shit. And then she must have been down there. And then the guy that was, you know what I'm saying? We weren't beefing. We had like a little bit of like, you know when you have that kind of like
animosity.
Not really animosity. You're cool, but you have that kind of like if he says the wrong thing at the wrong time, we would beef, we'd fight, type shit. That's the kind of relationship we had. We're cool, but if he said the wrong thing at the wrong time, he wouldn't be hard for him to annoy me. He's one of those guys, isn't it? We were cool, but it wouldn't be hard for him to annoy me. So then he must have been like in front of everyone, like, oh, isn't that your girl? Or some shit, knowing damn well that we don't talk anymore, or some shit. He was just saying some shit like, oh, go get your girl or some shit. I think he was trying to flirt with her and shit. Or go get your girl. Also on some petty shit. Trying to do in front of everyone. Everyone's looking at me like, but everyone knew like type shit. Then boom. The couple days after that, bro, I go on Snapchat. I go on his story and I see him post her and he's like, my 1 in a million. Starts saying, oh, he shouted her out. He's saying that no guys can add her. All this shit. My heart dropped to my ass. I said, damn, bitches ain't shit. But my heart dropped to my ass. I sent it to my cousin. I was like, do you see this shit? She was like, yeah. I was like, bro, that was my first heart. I swear my heart crushed that day. I crushed my heart, bro. It crushed my heart. And I had to swallow that shit because I was gonna see him the next, like, I'd see him around. Like, he was still in my friendship group. And I'm not gonna beef a guy over a girl, let's be real. I'm gonna beef a guy over a girl. So it'll still be my friendship group, but I'll still see him. And I'd see him post her, or I'd be posting it. He posted it on his Instagram, posted it everywhere. I remember he got like this Pandora ring, all this extra shit. He got a Pandora ring. he got her. He always went to see her. Like you'd always go and meet her after school, doing that most. I was like, damn. But I guess it's kind of my fault because I didn't kind of like, you know, show her that affection and shit that she wanted. Is this nigga about to cry? That's dope. But but yeah, I don't know how old I was, but that shit fucked me up, bro. That shit. I think that was my first heartbreak. This nigga's about to cry, bro. That shit fucked.